Hey, what's up everybody? It's the People's Crypto. I'm back again with another video. In this video, we're going to talk about Bitcoin's $288,000 prediction and many other things occurring in the cryptocurrency space. Please keep in mind that this video is for entertainment purposes only. Please do your own research and please seek out a financial advisor before making any investments in this asset class or any others. All right, so let's jump right into it. So this article is from Cointelegraph. It is titled Bitcoin is targeting 288K, stock to flow price like clockwork, according to PlanB. If you do not know who PlanB is, he is a analyst in the cryptocurrency space, and he has basically created this particular chart down here. And according to his chart, we will be reaching new all-time highs very soon. I think he predicted that we would hit $100,000 sometime before the end of 2021. As you can see, it's moving in an upward trajectory. However, it's not in a straight line. There's plenty of ups and downs throughout his stock to flow chart. So we're like somewhere right over here, and it's only a matter of time before we go up and reach new all-time highs. I will include the link to the article in the description below. But yeah, this is awesome news. If we do happen to go down in price, it is a perfect buying opportunity. Please don't get discouraged if you're new to the space. This happens all the time. You just have to look at the drops in the price as Bitcoin being on a discount. That's just simply how you have to look at it. You can't really get discouraged. If you sell your Bitcoin, you're going to be kicking yourself because there's a lot of OG crypto influencers who've made that mistake. And what they have learned is that it is best to dollar cost average. If you're a trader, it's a lot different. But dollar cost averaging is probably the best way to accumulating more Bitcoin and any other cryptocurrencies that has a specific use case and will be utilized in the future. So please keep that in mind. So please don't feel discouraged if, you had one Bitcoin or you had half a Bitcoin, or if you just had $500 worth of BTC. Just dollar cost average. Don't really worry about the price. Just try to get as much stats as possible that will get you to at least half of a Bitcoin or to one full whole Bitcoin. Or if you're, past one Bitcoin, maybe get you to 3, 4, or 5, or whatever your goal is in this particular space. But don't get discouraged whatsoever. That is basically this article. I'll leave the description below. Just please keep in mind that we're going to be in for quite a bumpy ride. So brace yourself if we do happen to fall way below 9,000. That is possible. We may fall to 4,000. You never know with this space. So just be patient and don't freak out. It happens all the time. It's not really a big deal. It's just a perfect buying opportunity. Also, keep in mind, we do have this. Fidelity Digital Assets validates model that predicts Bitcoin's price at 1 million. So that's the even bigger picture that we're looking at. So it being 10,000 now, or it being 9,000, or whatever the price is when you looking at this video, it doesn't really matter. Just make sure you're dollar cost averaging. This article, it goes on to say, Fidelity Digital Assets has reviewed and validated the stock to flow model that predicts Bitcoin's price at 1 million. Fidelity expects Bitcoin to outperform gold after 2024 because of its stock to flow ratio. And that goes back to the whole stock to flow model that PlanB has created. According to the math that he's mapped out, we will be going a lot higher. You're extremely early if you're in the space now. Trying to convince anyone to get into Bitcoin is going to be a little bit difficult, and people tend to not like new things. So if you have any family members or anyone who is very skeptical about, the cryptocurrency space or Bitcoin, I suggest this all the time. Just maybe give them $20 worth of Bitcoin or $100 worth of Bitcoin, whatever you can spare. Just give that to them and just have them sit on it, and they'll possibly forget about it until it makes breaking news that, hey, Bitcoin is now $500,000. So keep that in mind. That is really the best way to put people into the cryptocurrency space if you're trying to put anyone on. And let's go to the next story. And this next story It states the population of holders of at least 0.1 Bitcoin surpasses 3 million. It says Bitcoin wallets holding 0.1 is now over 3 million. Please keep in mind that there's only 21 million Bitcoin. So this is major news that 3 million people have 0.1. So the race is on essentially to get your 1 Bitcoin, or your second or third or fourth or whatever amount you're trying to accumulate. You're going to have to try to DCA as much as possible to get that 1 Bitcoin, because it's going to start getting a lot harder, especially as the prices in the future will go higher and higher. You'll be eventually priced out. Unfortunately, there's people in other countries, because, the United States dollar is the world reserve currency. If they're in a place like Iran or Venezuela, these people unfortunately are already priced out from ever owning 1 Bitcoin. So their goal may be to own 0.1 or, maybe 0.01 or 0.02. That may be ideal for them, because their currencies are not really worth that much, and their buying power won't allow them to even get to 0.1 or just 1 Bitcoin. So just keep that in mind. But the article goes on to say the number of individuals with Bitcoin assets of 0.1 coins or more has just broken into new all-time highs. Recent data obtained from PlanB, an institutional investor, shows that the number of Bitcoin wallets holding 0.1 is now over 3 million. And it goes on to say in his tweet, he says, Bitcoin is a fast-growing country in cyberspace with a population of sovereign individuals who prefer to use BTC for storing wealth and doing transactions. Population 3 million, number 134, largest of the world. Monetary base 200 billion, number 21, largest globally. And it goes to show the chart of Glassnode, the number of addresses holding 0.1 Bitcoins. So, quick fact, the smallest unit of Bitcoins is known as Satoshis. We all know that already, unless you're new here, which is 0.000001 Bitcoin. But since this number is so little, you can actually buy 1 Satoshi on any crypto exchange. On Coinbase, for example, the minimum amount you could purchase starts from $2, which is very true. I don't necessarily recommend you buy Bitcoin on Coinbase. There's Cash App, there's Binance, there's Kraken, there's Gemini. There's so many different exchanges you can use to purchase Bitcoin. You don't necessarily need to go on Coinbase. They all have their pros and cons. We'll talk about that some other time. And in some other news, Coca-Cola invests in crypto payment company. So this just goes to show you that there is a big movement into what I would call the 4th industrial revolution, which is AI blockchain technology. These companies are getting into it. They're not going to be talking about this in the news because we have this public health outbreak. That is really the main topic at hand, that and the current elections. These are the things that the media is going to be focused on, but a lot of things are happening behind the scenes that they do not want you to know about, because all of the whales or the elites, they're pouring lots and lots of money into Bitcoin, Ethereum, and other cryptocurrencies with specific use cases. So keep that in mind. So there's a particular reason why people are gung-ho on stocks. The market is somewhat not really doing well right now. However, for the entire year it's been shaky, but it's been at its all-time high. So people are more so concentrated and focused on stocks. They're not really paying any attention to the cryptocurrency space. So there is a great opportunity to make tons of money in this space as long as you're dollar cost averaging and you do not sell your positions prematurely. So please, please, please keep that in mind. These corporations, these companies, they're getting into crypto behind the scenes. Fidelity is offering Bitcoin to institutional and accredited investors. And these people are buying this stuff up. And you're not going to really hear about it in the media. And that is all by design. They want to leave all of us behind. And it will be just a case of just the rich getting richer, or, the wealthy transferring their assets into a new asset that will just make them money hand over fist. So it's going to be like the greatest wealth transfer ever. And it's sad, but unfortunately, common folk will be left behind. It sucks. And let's take a look at our last story. And this one is in Forbes. It says, it's titled, "If a second stimulus check is coming, using it to buy Bitcoin could be a disaster." Now, I'm not going to go in complete details with this particular story, but the author is basically saying that the Bitcoin network would essentially not crash, but it would set it back if everyone who got their second stimulus check decided to, you know what, let me just put my money in crypto. And the funny thing is, the writer of the article is actually, he's pro Bitcoin and crypto, and he even believes that blockchain technology is going to change the world. So it's kind of funny. This particular article is really made to turn your average person away from Bitcoin. But to be honest, what are you going to do? Put your money in stocks right now? Are you going to leave your money in a bank? Like, these things are completely risky. Generating interest from a bank account is ridiculous now. It's a joke. And putting your money in the stock market, we're due a crash sometime soon, maybe after the elections, maybe before, we don't really know. But the markets are crazy. They're completely manipulated. The fundamentals make absolutely no sense. So I just find it really funny that, you know, they would come out now with this particular article indicating that it's risky, it's gambling, and people should probably not use their second stimulus check. But it's like I said, the wealthy individuals want to keep their wealth. They want to, use Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies as this wealth transferring tool. So they don't want average investors or retail investors in the space. They want all the money for themselves. They're completely greedy. So this article is meant to sway people away from even having that idea of, oh, let me put my money into, or let me put my stimulus check into Bitcoin as a hedge against, the dollar's demise, because it's inevitable. I'm going to leave the link for this article in the description below. Let's take a look at the cryptocurrency prices. So Bitcoin is right now at $9,968.55. Like I said before, not investment advice or anything like that. But when we get these dips in Bitcoins and these other cryptocurrencies, it is a perfect buying opportunity to get some more Satoshis at a cheaper price. So keep that in mind. This is an opportunity. Don't look at it in a negative light. If you're in this for the long term, you would want these dips to occur. It allows you to purchase a lot more for a lot less of a price. So just keep that in mind. Ethereum is $332.43. Tether is $1 as usual. XRP is 23 cents. Bitcoin Cash is $218.61. Bitcoin Cash, what can I say? It sucks. Chainlink is $11.31. Polkadot is now in the 7th spot. It's $4.15. Binance Coin is $22.12. Bitcoin SV is $167.40. Litecoin is $46.42. EOS is $2.70. Tron is 3 cents. Cardano is 8 cents. Excellent buying opportunity in my opinion, not investment advice. Tezos is $2.42. USD coin is $1.01, surprisingly. Stellar is 7 cents. Monero is 82.62. Cosmos is $4.83. And EO is $16.72. And Leo is $1.22. That's going to wrap it up for the top 20 cryptocurrencies. If you're listening to this video on YouTube, please smash that like button. Hit the notification button as well. If you're listening to LBRY, please share the video, or you could leave me a LBC tip if you want. You can also follow me on Twitter. I have a link below to the Brave browser if you want. You can sign up for that. It's a great alternative to Google, and it also gives you some basic attention token, which is excellent. So you would be compensated for any time you surf on the web. It is a great platform to use if you want to get your feet wet with other cryptocurrencies. That is going to do it for this video. Thank you for listening, and I will see you guys and gals later.